So, I thought about this new DLC for Total War Warhammer 3 for a bit and wanted to do a video about it, specifically about new units for Dwarfs from a multiplayer perspective. This is the second DLC for Dwarfs in the last 7 years, so I'm pretty hyped. I am a huge Dwarf enjoyer, so I'll hope CA will give a lot of love to Dwarfs in upcoming DLC Thrones of Decay. I won't talk about legendary lords, normal lords or heroes. They won't give a lot of flavor. You can only take one lord into battle and two heroes. It would not change a lot. Sure, I would like to get some kind of new Slayer hero or lord, maybe engineer with gyrocopter mount or maybe some other cool stuff, but it would not change multiplayer battles by a lot, so let's not talk about that. Let's talk about normal units. What do dwarves need the most? They're defensive, slow race without cavalry, so I think it should stay like that. Your main power as this race is range attacks and artillery, so you should have a lot of tools to defend your backline. Right now, only units who are fast, for a dwarf of course, are slayers or giant slayers. I'm talking about melee units. They're great every time you use them against large targets, they obliterate them. So you can defend your backline with them pretty good versus cavalry or big monsters. The problem begins when enemy can use small entity units to kill your backline, specifically flying units. Your rangers or artillery can be wiped out in the blink of the eye. Bugman's rangers, thunderers, quarrelers and iron drakes take more time to kill due to regeneration or better statistics than other missile units, but still, they will die in time. Right now dwarves only have hammerers or slayers and answer, and they are not enough. Hammerers are slow and very expensive, and slayers aren't perfect for this because they are anti-large, so we are wasting potential of these units. So we need a new unit that is fast for a dwarf and has big killing power versus infantry. My idea is to add another slayer unit that has bonus versus infantry. Doomseekers are perfect for this role. They would still have 0 armor. The point of this unit is to have something which can kill really fast. Thanks to them you would be able to defend your backline versus small entity units. In domination mode, they would also be useful because you would be able to send them to the point to capture it quickly. Yes, you already have normal slayers, but think about it. What normally you put on the point to defend it? Infantry or cavalry? Of course infantry. And domination mode is kinda like chess. You want to counter enemy, so if I want to get this point with one unit infantry defending there, I wouldn't send slayers with bones versus large. I would send something good versus infantry. They wouldn't be overpowered because they have 0 armor. They would be as vulnerable as the enemy they kill. I'm not sure if they need armor piercing. I believe a bones versus infantry should be enough. They don't need to name Doomseekers, a name would do, but dwarves definitely need some fast, high damage infantry, and because there are so many variants of slayers, I'm sure something would work. Let's talk about another unit. So, imagine this situation. You have few dwarf warriors in front and behind them some rangers. An enemy is going to charge your dwarf warriors with minotaurs from the front. Can you guess what's going to happen? After a charge into dwarf warriors, they would just go past them and charge again into rangers, preventing them from shooting. Dwarves need some kind of new unit to be able to prevent it from happening. That's why I think we need rune golems or rune guardians. They would have 12 or 16 models and would work similar to Trikin from Wood Elves. High armor, high HP pool, not a lot of melee attack, just big body to prevent another big targets from being able to distract your range units. I think they should be faster than regular dwarves. It wouldn't be a dwarf video about new units without mentioning Thunder Barrage. Dwarves need some kind of centerpiece unit you want to play around. It already exists as a mod, but you can't use this kind of mods to play in competitive, domination or land battles, so we need Thunder Barrage as an official unit in Total War Warhammer 3. Dwarfs already have gyrocopters, but they are not enough to conquer sky, that's why we need big high damage flying unit for dwarves. It should be used like a support tool to win smaller battles around a map. It should have few thunderers shooting all the time as a second attack and using some kind of artillery attack as main. There are already units like this, for example Skyjunk from Grand Decay. It works like flying artillery, but from time to time shoots normal bullets from humans inside this balloon. To be honest, just pay this dude who made Thunder Barrage as a mod and use this model as an original unit from the game with few tweaks here and there. So, in my opinion, there are these 3 units that are essential for multiplayer dwarf experience. Can they add more? Sure. There are still a lot of options like Shard Dragon, Goblin Chewer, more Slayers options, maybe Demon Slayers with magic attacks, that would be pretty useful against demons. Maybe some type of Valaya hero who are able to heal. There are not any healing for dwarves beside Felix, who can only heal lords and heroes anyway. Maybe Rune Golem, but as a single entity unit, similar to Rogue Idol from Greenskins. I always like the idea of miners. Maybe they will add some additional variants for them. They can add a lot for dwarves. Let's hope there is at least one more DLC for dwarves after Throne of Decay. What do you think about my options for dwarves? Do you like it? Maybe you think there is another unit that is must have in dwarf roster for multiplayer, which I didn't think about. Tell me about it in the comments. Thank you for watching.